If you're someone who posts on Instagram and you get some good engagement sometimes, this is gonna feel so familiar. You've had posts that do well, you've had reels that get views, and bottom line, you know your content's not bad. But there's one problem though. It's inconsistent. Some days you post, some days you don't. Some weeks you're active, but then you disappear. And even when something works well, you don't repeat it in a structured way. And at the same time, you're not really focusing on reels as your main strategy. You might post them occasionally, but they're not the core of what you're doing. So overall, it feels like you're putting an effort in, but it's just not really working. So in this video, I'm going to explain why that happens and what needs to change if you want Instagram to start working consistently and not randomly. I want to start it off by saying the real problem is not necessarily your content. Obviously, if your content is bad quality, if it's just not great, then it is. But in this scenario, the problem is not your content. If your content quality is good, it is not your content. And most creators do actually think that the issue is the content quality. They assume, oh, maybe I need some better ideas, or maybe I need to look better, or maybe I just haven't had the right post yet. But if you're already getting engagement sometimes, that tells you something important. Your content can work. The issue is not whether it works. The issue is that you're not creating a system around what does work. And without a system, results will always feel random to you. So why does inconsistency kill growth, even if your content is good? Instagram rewards patterns. So not just a good post, patterns. When you post inconsistently, two things happen. First, the algorithm does not get enough data from you and it doesn't fully understand who your content's for, what type of content you're trying to make, and who to push it to consistently. So even if something performs well, it doesn't lead anywhere. And second thing, your audience doesn't build familiarity. People might see you once, they might like your content, and then not see you again for a week or two. So by the time you post again, you're basically starting over. And familiarity is what does turn viewers into followers, and then eventually followers into subscribers. And without consistency, familiarity can never build. So why should Reels be your main focus? I'm very, 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 very up on this. Reels are literally the pinnacle of Instagram. And if you're not focusing on Reels, you're relying way too heavily on your existing audience. Photos, stories, and regular posts mostly do reach people who already follow you. You can get the viral carousels that go on the Explore page, but it's not good to rely on. Reels are what bring in new people, and growth comes from new people. This is where a lot of creators get stuck because they're posting photos for aesthetics, stories for current followers, and occasional reels with no structure. But reels should actually be the foundation of your Instagram, because reels are the things that get pushed to non-followers, create discovery, and give you that leverage. And without reels, your growth will always be limited. There's also a difference between just posting reels and actually using them properly. A lot of creators say they do reels, but they're not really using them the right way. So they could post one randomly, try a trend once, not repeat what works, and not think about structure. Using reels properly means treating them like a system. So posting them consistently, repeating formats that perform, understanding why something works, and building a recognizable style over time. It's not about posting more randomly, it's about posting more intentionally. Also, why can you get engagement but no momentum? If you've ever had a reel do well and then nothing happens after, this is why. You simply just did not build on it. So for example, you post a reel, it gets 20k views, it works. But instead of making 3 to 5 similar videos, you switch ideas, try something completely different, or just stop posting. And from the algorithm's perspective, there is no pattern to follow. From the viewer's perspective, there's nothing to latch onto. So the momentum disappears. I want to give you an example as well of what this looks like. So let's say a creator posts a reel saying, "Pov, you just got home and I'm wearing this," and it does well. Instead of repeating the structure, they post a random gym clip, a selfie video, and then disappear for a few days. Nothing connects at all. Now, compare that to someone who takes the same idea and builds on it. "Pov, you get home and I'm wearing this. Pov, you weren't meant to see me like this. Pov, I didn't think you'd come over tonight." Now there's a pattern and the audience starts recognizing the style. The algorithm has something to push, and that is how momentum builds. If you've seen my videos before as well, you know I love a bit of psychology, so I had to implement a bit of psychology into this about repetition. Repetition isn't boring, it's how recognition is built. When people see a similar style of content from you multiple times, they start to remember you. And that recognition leads to more follows, more engagements, and stronger connection. Random content does not build this recognition. consistent formats do. A simple way to fix this: if you want to make Insta work properly, you do not need to overcomplicate it. Just focus on 3 things. Number 1, make Reels your priority at least once a day. Post once a day or as close as you can realistically get. Not random Reels, structured ones. Repeat what works. If something performs well, do not move on immediately. Turn one good idea into multiple variations, like above. Here. And then lastly, stay consistent even when it feels slow. This is the hardest part and also the most important. Most people stop right before things start building. Consistency does feel pointless, but then it suddenly doesn't, so it's worth doing. And why does this directly affect your OF income? So Instagram is not just about views, it's about building familiarity at scale. The more consistently people see you, the more they feel like they know you. And that's very, very important, because when people feel like they know you, they're more likely to click your link, subscribe, and most importantly, spend. If your Instagram's inconsistent, your income usually does reflect that. So if you are seeing engagement but no real growth, it's not because you're doing everything wrong. It's because you're doing some things right, just not consistently enough to build on them. You do not need completely new ideas. You need structure, repetition, and consistency. This is so key. And once those are in place, your results will stop feeling random. And that's when Instagram really starts working for you. I really hope this short video helped you understand what's been missing this entire time. And if you don't post Reels, I'm curious, let me know in the comments what the reason is and why you don't post them. But this doesn't mean you need to start over. You just need to adjust how you're doing things. And as usual, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns like this. I post weekly. Every comment I reply to as well. Also, make sure to like the video. And if you want help building a proper content system that actually converts into income, check the link in the description whenever you're ready. Absolutely no pressure. My Instagram is also linked in the description. Feel free to message me if you have any questions. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.